This episode is brought to you tonight by Dad Bod Apparel. You can check them out on Instagram at dadbod_apparel. And you can also check out their website, dadbodapparel.com. You got everything a father needs as far as gear. You got hats, shirts, pants, shorts, workout gear, everything for your dad bod. If you go on their website, enter promo code DTS6. Again, that's capital D, capital T, capital S, 6. And enjoy that little 15% off discount that, you get from that promo. It's also brought to you by Ball Wash. You can check them out at Ball Wash on Instagram. You can also check them out and shop at ballwash.com. Again, you enter DTS6. Again, that's capital DTS6. For promos, also receive 15% off. Live balls out. Why not? Check them out. Also, you can check out Ralph Cigars. That's Ralph Cigars. You can catch them on Instagram as Ralph Cigars. You can also go on their website, ralphcigars.com. They got a wide selection from their hand-rolled cigars, chocolate mint, blueberry, taffy apple, as is the new one. Also has a new one. It's the grape cognac. The regular cigars that you like, Cuba Cubas, Ashtons, all the good stuff. Again, they on Racine and Taylor in the Little Italy neighborhood. It's Ralph Cigars. Check them out. Now let's get into the show.
Let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Dad's Talking Shit. This is your boy Franco.
And this is your boy, the Pod God.
And we're Dad's Talking Shit. And we're
Shiznit.
Yeah, that's right. And tonight is a very good night because we are joined by another special guest. I mean, we're going to keep popping out these guests each week.
We're going to do this like it ain't been done before.
I mean, I'm sure it's been done before. I'm sure people have guests on their show every day. You know what? I'm just stop.
You got to stop.
Stop. We're joined by none other by Social P from Social Complex Podcast. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir. Welcome to the show.
All right, man. What's going on, man? This is Peabody, a.k.a. Social P from the Social Complex Podcast. I'm here to, be blessed by these two young men. The Pod God, of course,
No, Jesus.
Yes, sir. What it do, baby?
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. You know, it's hard enough trying to get into this room with the big head he already got. So don't swell that bitch up even more.
But that's crazy because my head is not big. I just like to entertain. Like,
it is funny.
Yeah,
it's funny. All.
Okay.
So, yeah, man, we finally got you on the show. We've been following, and of course, we interact and engage, like Hayes was saying earlier, engage on Twitter. But it's finally a good time to have you on here. I know we've been talking back and forth and stuff.
Indulged in Twitter.
Yeah.
Man, most definitely, man. It's a good scene to be, have people that you really don't know or that you met maybe once or twice, but now Twitter is the new outlet to reach out to people. So it's damn near like family now. We talk damn near every day via Twitter,
Yeah, legit. Like I know from Twitter, just getting on it, we formed relationships with people that, you never thought you'd actually form these kind of relationships. Think about the girl that just started her new podcast.
Which one?
It's a lot of girls that just started.
I know. I'm drawing a blank on the name.
Where we going with this?
From Utah. She from Utah?
Call it what it is. So let me ask y'all this: y'all think she is fake or is it a catfish?
All right. So I'm going to say.
That's a good question.
I would say no. I know. I was perusing Twitter with the whole if she was fake or not. How she just kind of came out of nowhere and started doing her thing. But I kind of started looking back at some of her blogs or whatever.
Yeah.
It's legit. Her blogs. So if she faking the funk, then she doing a damn good job of catfishing the fuck out of all of us.
Hey, that's all.
Because I did. I listened to the podcast. It was, it was different. I liked it. It was not the normal. It was not the normal like all people we deal with. So like I know you touch on obviously social topics, just random stuff that comes up between like the culture. I know we are all over the goddamn place. Hayes does his thing where he brings in his feel and then does his other thing with I can't remember nobody's name today. Love, Lust, and Badass Soul. So you got you have all these varieties, but we all kind of come together in the same kind of sense. And she's like, she's completely out the circle, but
she went left field,
huh?
No, I said like she went left field.
Yeah, but it works.
She's a radical.
I didn't mind it. I actually sat through the whole episode. I've heard people that have gone left field. I'm like, oh my god, I can't do this. But
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was at it wasn't bad. It was legit. A little different, but it was legit. So I don't know. She fake. We'll find out when she said because she said she was coming. She said she was going to come to Chicago.
Oh really?
Yeah. She said she was coming to Chicago. So And
damn it, if she don't get on our show, she fake as hell.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that was another thing too.
I was not come to Chicago and not fucking with her.
Well, that was another thing too. I was saying in my mind, I was like, well, when I was me and D was talking, and I was like, well, if she is fake and we have her on the show, like, we will expose it. We'll be the first ones to expose it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be breaking news on Dad's,
Tune in for that.
You said what?
I said a lot of folks will tune in to that. Trust me. If y'all do expose them, please have it on YouTube.
Duh. I was like, is there any other way to do it?
I'm gonna make sure I have that little light camera stand with the phone holder just for that episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But like I said, she sit
it right in the corner. She can sit right there.
When I did my little investigation, because I'm not gonna put myself completely out there, but I do a little research, when people come around, you gotta do a little research, figure out who the fuck they are, and the pictures she put a few pictures she's put up from her podcast do coincide with the blog she has, and she had like another picture which it looks like the same chick. So unless she's stealing, again, catfishes are good these days. That she's stealing these pictures. I mean, we don't know. We'll find out when she said she was coming to Chicago. That's the thing we're gonna find out, and we'll be cutting edge podcasting right here. So
pay for her Uber and everything to get out here.
Oh, whoa! You pay for the Uber?
I will. It's probably ship for like $15
to get from where to what? You out in the boonies, sir, compared to downtown Chicago.
It's not the boonies, bro.
I said compared. comparatively.
30-minute drive.
So, you are originally from Houston, correct?
Yes, sir. Born and raised. Spent a little bit of time in home New Jersey for about 4 to 5 years. Came back home to Houston and been here ever since.
Why would you want to be in New Jersey?
Right.
Who goes to New Jersey?
Like, how you go from Houston to... I know it probably wasn't by choice, but Houston, New Jersey?
It wasn't by choice. Long story short, single black mother of two. She sent me and my brother off to live with my aunt who raised us. My brother, he was originally born in New Jersey, but of course moved down here when he was 4.
Oh, okay.
And the rest is history, pretty much.
Definitely got. Hey, bro, you got to recruit. Hey, you got to come back down to Houston, man. You got to leave Jersey, come to Houston.
But it's all good, man. Houston is love. Houston is home. Houston taught me a lot. Went to grade school, middle school, high school, and like college down there. So I've learned a lot. And the women over there are very, very, thick and cornbread fed. So yeah.
I heard that's everyone in the South.
Man.
I think Houston's winning.
Oh, yeah? They're taking the whole South?
Huh?
They taking over the
The
South.
entire South?
I think the next competition would probably be New Orleans and maybe Miami. If you consider Miami like the South.
When I think of South, I don't think of Miami.
I think Miami has it's two cheats. They have 2 cheat codes.
What?
Let me hold on. Let me say it, and then you can give me the what.
We Grand Theft Auto in it right now.
Miami got 2 cheat codes. One cheat code is plastic surgery.
Definitely.
It's pretty big down there. And then the other cheat code is you got bitches coming from fucking other islands coming their ass to Miami. So it's cheat codes. You ain't got nobody coming from Cuba and fucking Puerto Rico and shit bringing their ass to fucking Mobile, Alabama. It ain't happening.
Oh, hell no.
They come to Miami, though. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe they may not be born, like, bred in Miami. They may come to visit. They may decide to stay. But homegrown, it may happen because I know they do have a big Latino culture down there. I don't know. But I think those are the 2 cheat. I think those 2 cheat codes for Miami.
Let me ask you this, because you just mentioned something that's pretty much taken over, especially on like IG, and I would probably even say Twitter now. The plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Do you think it's kind of harder for natural women to get looked at and get the likes or get the attention that the women that have the plastic surgery or have the implants or the butt what they're called butt injections, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I think
are they winning now?
I don't think they're winning personally because I think that. All right, so I think porn has fucked up a lot of people's mentality.
Oh yeah, porn fucked up everybody.
Yeah, on the view
especially
of
women.
Right, on the view of women. So that of course kind of plays into this whole injections, paying for the big ass, paying for the big for all the surgery and whatever. But I don't think what
if you go on your IG right now.
Oh, it's nothing but bitches with the fake shit.
Right.
Okay. So technically, they're winning right now, then, right?
Well, they winning because they get more exposure.
Right, because more exposure. Ain't nobody looking. Listen, here's my thing.
They throwing themselves out there for all the attention. I think that's the reason they're winning right now. But I'd rather see a legit, authentic woman with saggy titties than fucking go see a fake ass woman with fake big tits and all that.
They don't move.
Right.
They don't move.
I can't do that. I gotta have some movement action. I can't have no stationary shit. What would that do? That's no fun. So I do think that this whole society shit has made it where it's like it's the bee's knees, and they are winning, but they're only winning for a certain amount of time because every female that wants to get in that limelight, get in that spot, is doing it. So is it really? Are you like you winning for now? But you're not winning for longevity. You know what I'm saying? For longevity.
You're winning for looks. Because when I get to talking to you and you act like your shit don't stink, then that's when it, I draw the line.
Because all I need to do is take a fucking needle and pop your shit, and you ain't shit no more.
Watch the ass leak.
True. But I think nowadays, and I'm to blame as well. As soon as you go on my IG, now I have to be mindful when I'm somewhere besides like the barbershop or getting like my, oil change. I have to look over my shoulder to make sure, hey, before I go on my IG is now R-rated because all you see is big booty, IG models now.
Yeah, and that's true. I experienced that earlier when I was in lines of DMV. I pop over Instagram and what I see, first thing you see is a woman just ass just out there.
I blamed it on my son.
Your son?
Yeah.
Please explain.
Yeah. All right.
So my IG, our podcast IG was open on my phone, and my wife looked at me and she was like, "Where did this come from?" I'm like, "David. David did it. I didn't even look at that Instagram.
Wow.
That was my son. Look at him. Look." And sure enough, my son grabbed the phone and was like scrolling and shit, and was looking. My son's like 2. He's looking and he's like, it was a bad chick clap. I don't know who added her. I'm gonna look at across the table, but she was clapping her ass on the story, and my son just sitting there looking at him like, "See, I told you it's this boy, not me." So I did. I put the blame on him.
Now, was you proud that he was looking at it?
A little bit.
Oh yeah.
As a father would,
I'm proud. My 1-year-old is confused as hell right now, just watching that woman ass clapping. He don't know what's going on, but I'm proud of him.
Yeah, I'm a little excited. So, speaking of this whole fatherhood thing, so you now, sir, this is your first?
It's your first?
Yes, this is my first.
Oh man, it's nothing like the first.
This is my first. I have a baby girl.
That's what's up.
Now, does that change your outlook now on this IG story shit?
No.
Okay.
It has not, because at the end of the day, I am a man and I do have needs. So by all means, not saying that I'm going to. Let me not say I'm not going to raise my daughter, because you don't know what your daughter or like your son's going to be.
Right. Exactly.
Hopefully when they go like to college, that's when they get to experience what life is truly about. But I'm going to try to lead her in a positive direction that my parents led me on. But as far as for her, man, it has changed my outcome in like life. I'm excited. Like even right now, talking about her, I'm smiling from ear to ear because it's amazing. Just having somebody that's a product of you now,
Yeah.
Just sit and look at her and be like, "God damn it, I made you."
And that's all I do. And it's amazing. I'm 33, and so far since I've been like in Dallas, I really don't want to go out. I want to stay home and just watch her. Even when she coughs, that's amazing to me. She might cry. I'm excited when she's crying. When she wakes up at 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm waking up Shay like, "Hey, is everything good?" You know what I'm saying? So everything that she does, I'm mindful and I'm like alert. But I love it.
You're very attentive.
Have another one. That goes away. Trust me.
Hey, you like the commercials, like when you have your first baby, you all careful and everything. What is it, Huggies commercial?
It's Love's
Then your
commercial.
second, it's a who?
Love's.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And then your second one, you just like, okay, whatever, here.
Hey, man.
Bye.
I'm telling you right now, from a man with 3 fucking kids, this shit goes away.
But no, I think it was different for me, though, because, like, I once stayed, I think, like, when we first did our first show, I grew up with, like, my cousins and all my family members were having kids, and I grew up around a lot of babies. So I was used to it. Like, there was no shock to me. I knew what to do and everything. But, again, there's nothing like having your own.
Right.
And it's like, well, one, like, damn, this baby ain't going. I can't send her back home because she's standing here all the time. I was in the, after my wife had the baby, I was in the nursery, and then she brought the baby to the room, the nurse did. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's time. We was going to sleep. Like, here, you can have a baby back now. She was like, nah, we don't do that, player. You keep that's yours. You take care of that. I'm like, oh shit. That's when I realized, like, okay, I'm in it for long. Like, every day, all day. This is nothing dedication, but to the baby now.
Yeah, and see, I didn't even get that kind of experience because my wife, she had our oldest before her and I met. When I met my wife, our daughter was 9 months. So I've been around for, her whole life. So it's been legit. But when we had our son, it was intense. It was a little weird because I couldn't like when you I may have said this to you, P. When you sat down, did the chair move? Like, did it lock on you?
What chair?
When you sit down, so did she have a C-section or did she have natural birth?
C-section.
Okay. when you go into the OR now, Ray, your wife had a natural birth?
No, she had C-section.
Oh, okay. When you go into the room, now first of all, maybe this could be where the fuck I went, but they put the thing up. I couldn't see what the fuck was going on.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And when you sit, so I sit down next to Jomi and shit, and I'm like, hey, and I sit down, and I'm like trying to scoot closer to her, and I can't scoot closer to her, and the nurse is like, the chair locked. Now she had told me this well before I fucking sat down, and she's like, excuse me, the chair locks. You when you sit down. So I tried to get up, scoot. So no, you can't move. You gotta sit there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Did they do this to you? Did you have that same experience? Did you have the chair lock on you?
No. They sat me down. They had the little sheet up. They was, cutting her up or whatnot. They just told me just to sit down. But I was too afraid to even do anything anyway. The very first thing I hear is her cry, and I'm up here tearing up. So me even moving or thinking about the chair, the chair had nothing to do with me. It was more so me hearing that first cry.
Yeah. See, I like hearing that kind of stuff because I didn't have that. So I didn't my son he didn't let out his first cry for a good 30 to 40 seconds, almost a minute after he came out.
Damn.
Because he was premature. So I was at a barbecue and she was my girl at the time. Actually, I take that back. We weren't even together at the time. We was just, being cordial. And
y'all was finagling, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, no, because everything. So pretty much, most people. I don't know if I ever told the story on the podcast, and I'll probably get my ass whooped when the stew come out by her. But we were together. We broke up, and we tried working things back out. Like any typical person that was in love with someone, and you still had a love for him.
Y'all was confused. That's all.
No, it was just I still loved her. I still cared about her. I was also going through a fucking fucked up time. My grandma just died. She fucking hit me with the "I miss you." I'm like, I miss you too. Let's work shit out. We tried to work shit out. Didn't work out because of differences, and she was getting pregnant. And we tried to work shit out, but in the process we weren't talking. So I'm like, so she hit me up. Was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I'm like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. Well, I'm sorry. Let me take it back. She said, I need to talk to you. I said, I want to fucking talk to you. She's saying, I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh, shit. So what are we going to do? And she's like, what the fuck you mean? I'm keeping it. So, right.
Exactly.
I tried to pull a slide move like, so what you want to do about it? And she's like, what the fuck you mean? Like we having this baby. So we had, we got closer, obviously throughout the time of the gestation period and the baby's growing and all that sort of stuff. And I go, because I made sure I went to doctor's visits and appointments and stuff like that and was there for her and for, our son. Well, because of all the stress of everything, I was at a party. She told me the mucus plug came out. So I'm freaking out because I know that the baby's coming soon. She's like, nah, chill the fuck out. Everything's cool. I'm like, she want me to leave now? I'll leave this party now, blah, blah, blah. She said, no, stay there and have fun. So my friend who was there, she's like, oh, you gonna have your baby this week. So Wednesday hit, I'm at work, and that day we were supposed to have, I was getting off work, we were supposed to have our pregnancy photos. So we want to do the firehouse shit, because the time I was a fireman. We had the kid, the baby, and the fire.
So
we went to the whole, we were doing all this kind of fireman shit and all goofy shit, right? And she hits me like, yo, my water broke. I'm headed to the hospital. So I beat feet from... I was at Wheaton Fire Department. Wheaton. It's past you, sir. and West. It took me an hour to get to Northwestern.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Wheaton and Northwestern. During rush hour. Fucking sucked. I get there, she got her up the door, whatever like that. So I sit down.
Hey, let me borrow this fucking fire truck real quick.
Dude, I was close. I was riding shoulders, all kind of crazy shit. So I get there and everything's whatever, but he was a month early. His due date was not until October 4th. So this is September 7th. She gives birth to him, and I don't hear anything going on. Then he starts crying. He's small, and I'm kind of freaking out because she's like, go check on him because he's not making any noise. And then they had him for a minute because he was cold or in the nursery, and then once everything's said and done, they bring the baby to you at night. Mm-hmm. By 7:00, he was in the NICU. So I never got to have that 3 nights in 2-3 nights in the hospital with your kid right next to you.
Oh man!
Because every night for each hour on the hour, I was willing Jomi to the NICU so she could breastfeed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy when you think about having kids because everybody's experience is different. Everybody goes through something different. Like, for me, my first kid experience was fucking stressful shit because he was in NICU for 13 days.
But then you got to think about it. That's like the joy of birthing a child because you never know what to expect.
Right.
And it also builds character, especially when you deal with something challenging like that.
Right.
So
I mean, everybody's journey is like different. I think for me, you know, Shay, she already has 2 kids, so you know she's kind of not laid back, but she's a pro at this. For me, even though I'm up here rushing her, she keeps telling me to calm down. But I keep telling her this is first. You know, and if the baby calls at night, I'm going to be alert because it's my first.
It's your first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly. And I think for me, how you explained it when like her water broke. I feel bad then because I wasn't rushing. She told me, hey, when my water broke, instead of me grabbing my like shoes and going, the first thing I said is, hold on, let me brush my teeth first. That was the first thing I told her. I said, hey, let me brush my teeth. Let me put on this mouthwash. Let me use the restroom. So, I mean, I think for me, after hearing people's stories, everybody's saying, hey, like we rushed to the hospital and here I am wanting to brush my teeth. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Well, at least you wanted to brush your teeth and, you know, use the bathroom. I, on the other hand, I told my wife, nah, everything is cool. You know, she in the bed laying down, you know, going through labor and all. Oh, it's cool. I'm getting ready because at the time I was a football coach. I'm getting dressed. Well, I'll just go to the football game. Just call me, you know, if anything happens. She was like, where the fuck are you going? Like, no, this baby is coming, so we got to go to the hospital. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess I went to the hospital in my coach's outfit and everything. Like, damn.
It was nuts, man. It was nuts. And then, you know, when we had my daughter, that was a whole different animal. It was a whole, like, we went in all calm, dropped off the other 2 fucking kids. And like, it was like super relaxed. Like, everything was like it was, it was so planned out. So, like, I had my bag, she had her bag. We went to valet, they took our car, they came and got, like, it was a completely different experience than with my son. And I'm like, all right, cool. So she, you know, so we go in. Now, one thing that freaked me out was when she had our daughter she was also getting tubal ligation. So she was getting like her tubes, like she was getting like so many centimeters removed from her tube, you know, so she, you know, from her stuff. So in the middle of it, you know, I in my memory was how it went with. So both times she's given birth, both times she's freaked me the fuck out. So the first time with our son, I think they gave her too much anesthesia. And she started like saying, I'm sleepy. I don't feel good. My chest feels heavy. I'm going to go to sleep now. And I'm like, whoa, no, stay the fuck awake. You're not going to bed nowhere. You're not going to leave me with fucking a child by myself, all right? You stay the fuck awake. That's what I told her. And I was like, no. Yeah, stay awake. Stay awake. No. Like, they were you could tell they were like, oh, shit, maybe we gave her too much. The second time, they started doing the work, and she was like, oh, I don't feel good. And she starts throwing up during the process. Whoa. So I start freaking out because, again, I don't like puke. B, it freaks me out when people do it, especially, you know, her, and she's just giving birth to our daughter. So I'm like, fuck, man. But after everything was said and done, like, everything was cool. Now, I didn't get this is my second time with our baby, with our daughter. I still did not get the nights in the hospital where you had to bring, you know, where they brought the kid in, the kid sleeps with, you know, your baby sleeps with you and your woman, because I had to be home with the other 2 kids. So I don't know what it's like to stay at the hospital and have your kid right next to you crying and shit, and you wake up like, oh, it's okay, and then you rock him back to sleep and then go back to bed. I don't even know what that's like anymore. All I know is that the pull-out bed in Northwestern is nice to sleep on, but I don't remember much of it because every hour on the hour I was rolling her ass down the fucking NICU.
I'm gonna tell you, sir, it's nothing. Well, of course, it's enjoyable because it's you look at your baby, but there's no sleep involved. Because you like, oh, this baby's so tiny, or it's like it's fresh, and like, am I feeding her enough and all that? Of course, they run you through a little script of how to wash the baby and all that. Put the clothes on gently.
I cried both times I washed my kids for the first time.
You cried, wow.
Good question.
What?
Did y'all have a code or like a secret password for when like the nurses came in?
No.
Or when like someone came in to see the baby, or when nurses came in?
Yeah.
I think we did. I think it was the code we use for everything. Like she uses for everything that I had to learn. But yeah, you had to, and then they gave her like some little They gave her like a EM.
EM.
They gave her fucking house arrest device. Fucking, they gave her like a little like tracking device. Like if she like left, like the whole building locked the fuck down.
See, I didn't have that, but from working in the hospital as security, I can tell you that was implanted in the hospital. They had the little, I forgot what we called it. It was like a little baby monitor, and if the baby left so far from the labor and delivery department, that alarm would go off throughout the entire hospital. And all the alarms would go off on every door. All the doors were shut and locked. And because the hospital had one time where somebody legit took a baby and got the fuck away with the baby.
That blows my mind.
Wow.
It's crazy. But that's why they implemented this alarm system. And yeah, we didn't have that.
Yeah, we had.
I actually got away with the baby.
You know that happens a lot actually.
They put the baby in like a bag or something and tried to fucking book it out the hospital.
Oh god!
I mean, we just had up here not too long ago. It was about 2 months ago. This woman and her daughter murdered a girl picking up, trying to pick up baby clothes or some shit. She found them on some either Facebook, like the shopping portion, or like OfferUp or some dumb shit. And she went by herself, and it was the mom's boyfriend and a daughter. And the mom and the daughter killed the girl, fucking strangled her, and then cut the baby out, and left the baby and shit, and then tried to act like the baby was theirs.
Yeah, but
I heard about that. I think.
Yeah,
that blew my mind because I'm like, how are you claiming this child as yours, but you left the baby out on top of a garbage can, or they took it to a firehouse or something like that?
No, they left that bitch on the garbage. They left the baby in a garbage can. So and then of course, I mean, not of course, but unfortunately, the baby ended up dying because it was just it didn't have his mom. It didn't have his mom. Number one. Number two, it was premature. Like they cut the fucking kid out of the mom's stomach. So, motherfucker's crazy. So that don't surprise me at all.
I don't know if this sounds fucked up or not, but that's the ending that I would want. Like, of course they killed the mother. Of course you want every child, every baby or whatever to live. But,
but the mom, the kid.
I don't think the baby would be able to survive.
It wouldn't have been
the rest of his life without knowing like this happened to my mother and all this. Like, the baby probably would have been fucked up and has all type of things wrong with him.
I was so amazed at how much a baby needs skin to skin contact. And how much it is the benefits the baby gets from skin to skin. It blew my mind the fucking way. I had my shirt off in the NICU all the goddamn time.
Oh yeah, it's just skin to skin. Feels like it's like butter to them. It's like
or just a heartbeat.
Go ahead.
Or just a heartbeat that like the baby is familiar with. Because, granted, I'm pretty sure you dealt with the same thing. Like when she had the C-section, she couldn't do much moving, like straight bedridden. So you had to be that one that your daughter like.
I did everything, man.
Laid on, the heartbeat, fed, did everything. And I think I don't want to say every woman should have a C-section for the father. Because that builds such a stronger bond. It does because you have to take care of that baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Although my wife was, she's a different type of animal. Pain don't really affect her much.
Hell, I fucked my mother up when I was born, so she had no choice but to have C-section the rest of my her kids.
Yo, oh, Lord Jesus.
I was 10 pounds. Wasn't nowhere in hell I was coming up out of her.
Damn. You was 10 pounds?
Yes, sir.
I don't even know what I was. I know I was coming out breech. My mom used to tell me, she was like, you gave me this guy because you came out fucking want to go backwards. I was trying to come out like...
I came out feet first. I'm going to land my feet on the ground, baby.
This motherfucker. I can't stand you.
I'm ready for this world.
I can't fucking stand you.
Come out the womb walking.
So now you have your daughter. Everything's going well. That's a good feeling. Now I just had to give my daughter her first spanking. And
the baby or
yeah.
Wow, 1 year old.
Bro, she kept pulling the blinds, bro, and she's like almost breaking them. So I had to give her like a little tap. Hey, my daughter bad. She knows she a princess. She knows she days because like anytime I walk in the house, she's like starts like she gets really super excited. She gets happy.
Yeah.
And she wants to see me. So my wife doesn't like it because she's like, when you do it to me, And but she like she'll climb on the couch, and then she'll like start playing with the blind. And I'm like, Christina, stop, no, stop, no. So so then my wife's looking at me like, you gonna hit her?
Because I ain't. You got to do it.
She was like, are you gonna spank her? And I'm like, Christine. I gave her like a little tap, and she's like, are you fucking serious right now? And I'm like, so I actually gave her a nice little like whack, like for her age appropriate, and she starts crying. Yeah. And I was so disgusted in myself for having for hitting her. Man. Oh my god, it was the worst.
First off, you should be mad at yourself for giving in to the peer pressure of your wife telling you're not gonna do anything. Like that's pressure. That's peer pressure.
I'm not planning on spanking her, at all. I'm gonna be like the good cop, bad cop. So I'm gonna leave that to Shay. For me, that's my princess, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to hit her, and I want her to grow up knowing that no man should lay hands on her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Now I will discipline her, and I will give her that Peabody look to make her cry. But as far as to put my hands on her, I'm gonna let her, grandma do that, and like her mom do that.
Well, I can look at my daughter and say one word, and she would just start crying.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think that's worse than hitting her.
You know what?
And she's 6.
I think for me, like I gotta maybe it's just I agree with that. That's a very good thought process to have, and that's probably a thought process I'm gonna have to adapt, because I don't want her to think that a man can hit her, even if it's me. And I didn't like the feeling. Like even with the Alexa, my oldest, I really strayed away from giving her, we call them papaws. Like, I've really strayed away from doing that with her. A, because if I hit her hard enough and it leaves, A, I don't want to leave no marks on her, because that's just fucked up. And then B, since she got a whole biological father that, if he got a problem with it, he got a problem with it. So I found ways to be able, with her, because she's older, she understands, and she'll be 5. So she like, I can get her easily. There's not like, hey, okay, that's fine. Then I take your iPad, and she freaks out. Or, okay, that's fine. I'm going to leave, and you're going to stay inside the house, and she loses it. So I found ways to be able to discipline her in other ways, and obviously haven't hit her.
Are you and her father cool?
So yeah, we cool. Yeah, I mean, we not like I don't hit him up for a beer. Like he would never be on the show. But
I'm gonna invite him on the show one day.
But like, what I'm saying,
that's gonna be our ratchet show.
If I see him, like when when I open the door to get her, when he drops her off, or like he's picking her up and open the door, we say what's up. Or if it's like a party, like if it's her birthday party and she's there, like we'll have a little bit of conversation. But
so y'all cordial.
So he's not invited to like the cookout.
Nah. Unless it's for
only birthday parties.
Alexa, yeah. Unless it's for Alexa, nah. I mean,
okay, cool.
Nah, we ain't got nothing to talk about. I mean, it's cool. Like I ain't got nothing against him. Like I said, I'll be cordial to him, but it's like I'm never gonna ever get to the point with him to be like, you want a beer?
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll do that if he's there at the house, and like he's like, again, for Alexa's birthday. But
would you open his beer for him, or you would make him open his?
Nah, he can open his own beer.
Hey man, I got this beer opener, but you gotta open your own shit.
Hey man, nah, I'm not. Nah, nope. My father-in-law could do that. Maybe my brother-in-law would do that shit. Nah, I'm not doing it. You open your own beer in my house.
As far as for those, like, whippings is just one of those things where. And I think I've had this like discussion with like my like coworkers before. I don't know when or how, but times have changed.
Yeah, trust me. You'll know when.
Oh, yeah, you'll know when. You'll know.
Like exactly. So I think for me, everybody's afraid to touch like their child, because now I think social media has given people an outlet to say, "Oh, that's the wrong thing," like to do. But I know for like a daughter, I just can't do it, man. I think baby girl.
I think if you catch him in the house and because my son, I whoop his ass. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't.
Oh yeah, because you want to toughen him up. I whoop
that little motherfucker's ass every chance I get. Because I need him to know, like, not only the fact is he bad as hell, just because he's a boy and he tries to test you, like that's boys. And I know, like, you deal. I mean, I know you got nephews.
I think that's kids. Period. Though they want to see how far they can
man,
push
this little motherfucker's bad. So, and it ain't because like we just let him do whatever the fuck he want to do. He just does shit, and you're like, what? He whoop his ass. Then I whoop his ass.
Does he do it to test you, or does he just do it just because?
He just do it because I think he retarded. I don't.
Damn. That's fucked
Nah,
up.
I'm joking. My son, you know what? My son's actually very smart. I think he does it to test, and he's very just inquisitive. So he does it. He does certain stuff like to see what the reaction is going to be.
Yeah.
Like he knows.
Definitely, if he look at you after you do it.
Yeah, like he knows what's right and wrong. Because if Christina does it, he's like, no, Christina, no. Like, motherfucker, I know you understand this now because you telling your sister not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's very smart. He's very intelligent. He's very, like, witty. He's, like, I'll give it to him for being, because, of course, a lot of people say premature babies are a little slower developing-wise. He's with it. Like, to be premature, the motherfucker got it out. He surprised me sometimes, but again, he tests the water, and then like when he knows he's messed up, he looks at me and is like, "Sorry, Daddy." I'm like, sorry. Like he'll say sorry. He'll try to make amends, but there's sometimes there's no amends, buddy.
Sorry won't help this.
Yeah, you catching his ass whooping.
You catch his ass whooping. Oh man. Let me ask you this, y'all.
Yep.
What's your follow through, or like what's your mindset when you know you're about to whip him? Like, let's just say, like, your wife calls you and says, "Hey, he's done bad." Like, what's your whole thought process?
Me, it's
both,
different.
yeah.
It's different. Well, I know for both, but it's different for girls though. It's like my wife once told me something she did, my daughter did, and she was like, "Well, she need a whooping." I'm like, I'm gonna talk to her.
Yeah,
because you just can't whoop a child and then
talk to him.
Think it's done. No, you definitely can't whoop and then talk. But you can't talk then whoop. So if you talk good enough to them and the message get through, that's all you need to do.
See, growing up, it
wasn't no talking.
No, I wasn't no talking. No, see, we get talking to, and as I was getting talking to, I was in the drawer picking out which belt I was going to get whooped with.
I was getting talked to while I was getting whooped.
Yeah, right. But I think for me it's different because I got I don't know if you knew, but I got my baby that's 1, I got my son that'll be 3, and I got a 5-year-old. I got my daughter's about to be 5. So it's really I'm in that weird stage where it's like you could talk to one of them, and you just got to beat their ass. So my mindset for me, most of the times when I whoop my son, I give my son I don't even really whoop him. I pop him one good time on the meaty parts of his thighs and whatever. It's typically a quick reaction because I feel like at his age when he does stuff, it's like a dog. You can't, if a dog shits and piss somewhere, you can't come back 20, 30 minutes later and whoop his ass for it. You got to catch it now.
Right.
So I feel like with him, if he does something right in front of me, I catch his ass and I do it. I know with our daughter, she one story I know, she was in school. She got they write notes. Today was a good day. Today was an okay day. Today was a terrible day. And she looks out for that. So one day my wife picked her up and she called me. She's like, "Oh my God, Alexa had a terrible day." I was like, "Well, what happened?" So Alexa spit on a kid. I'm like, "Oh, fuck.
Whoa,
what the fuck? Where did she learn to spit?" This, she can't even spit her fucking her water out when she's fucking brushing her teeth at the end. How's she spitting on people now? So she comes home and she's freaking out. My wife's all mad, no, you don't get no iPad, blah, 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 go to bed. She sent her to bed at 5. What the fuck is going on? So I grabbed my daughter and said, "Look," I said, "What happened?" And she's like, "I spit." And I'm like, "Okay, I get that. But what happened? Why did you, I wanted to know why she did it." Mm-hmm. And she said, "Well, girl took my cookie." I said, "You tell a teacher?" She's like, "I tried to, but they don't listen." I said, "Okay, so why did you spit on a girl?" She's like, "No. She took my cookie and she looked at me and she stuck her tongue out. And I did this." I said, wait. Let's rewind. You did what? And she did the blue raspberry. All right, you didn't spit on that little fucking girl. So at that point, I'm like, okay. At certain points, at certain moments, you gotta talk. I feel like you gotta talk and get the whole story.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because a lot of whoopings, I growing up for me, especially when I got older, a lot of whoopings I got was because
One-sided story.
it was one-sided story, and I went to a Catholic school, a Catholic Christian school at one point, and a lot of those kids had been there a lot longer than I had. So when I came in, I was like the dude that was from suburbs, but was like not like I wasn't part of the clique and the crew. So I chewed gum and I was getting detention and suspended.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then I get suspended, and my mom come home and she don't want to hear. I was just chewing gum, and I get my ass whooped. So when she finally sat me down and started talking to me about stuff, that's when she realized that motherfuckers was on bullshit. So for me, I think that when they all do get older, I won't be as quick to judge or quick to action if my wife's telling me like, yo, you need to whoop that ass. But if I catch him doing some shit, I'm fucking you up. Now my whole thing is this too. I want to get to a point with my kids, and I know I told you D this. I want to get to a point with my kids so I don't have to whoop them. That they do burpees, they do planks, they do wall sits.
That's discipline.
That's discipline. I learned a lot like that. That's corrective discipline that I learned all my life. And when I was as an adult, and even just recently when we got out of the academy, we shaped our shit up real fucking quick because we kept doing fucking front lean arrests down and up when he got tired. You know what I'm saying? When our instructor got tired.
Or hold a book and squat. Yeah.
Fuck all that. That got their point across, then whacking the shit out of us. So once my children are old enough to do some shit to actually like run sprints or just squat against a wall, man, it's gonna be a game changer.
Yeah.
So yeah. What about you? Well, I mean, I know you haven't. I know you're kind of far off from whooping your child. But in a hypothetical scenario, how do you think you would approach it?
I'm all about talking, man. Talking and like discipline. I think for me, the biggest thing that my child needs to know, and it's super simple, is like disappointment. You know, never disappoint like your parents. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like I said before, I'm very, very big on not beating on my daughter. Now my son, that's a different story. I'm beat the shit out of him, but not like me sending him to, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, they're like a hospital. But as far as me talking to her and me teaching her right from wrong, I'm going to let you know or let her know, hey, you know, you made, you know, daddy sad because you did X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. And my wordplay will make her want to cry or make her do good. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about wordplay.
Yeah.
So if your child knows their parent and I'm going to articulate like my words and make sure that she knows exactly what's wrong, oh, she'll cry. Trust me.
Definitely.
But I would never lay hands on her.
Words definitely hurt worse than fucking, not words as like degrading them or making them feel bad, but
man, when my grandma told me I'm disappointed, I'm not even mad, I'm just disappointed. I was like, god damn. Like it hits different, bro. It hits different. So over this past week, it's been 4th of July. All right. Did you guys do anything? I know you had with the new baby and all, you maybe can't bring her outside.
We do anything for 4th of July? No. I think we just chilled. Man, look. So here's my backstory. So as people already know, Shay lives in Dallas. I live in Houston.
Right.
You know, me and Shay, we had a good time. Shout out to APOD Connection.
Yeah.
You know, we did some traveling to like Atlanta, and boom, 9 months later, now we have a baby. So for all y'all going to APOD Connection in Charlotte, strap up, you know what I'm saying?
Be wary. Baby making happens.
Yes.
But no, man, I'm here in Dallas not to party, not to, find the next happy hour spot like y'all probably see me post about happy hour. My time is to be spent with like the baby and like Shay. So I missed out on 4th of July, but I'm having a good time just watching her. Everything that I do and I see her do, this is my 4th of July. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Nah, I feel you on that. I know you worked, didn't you?
I worked the double on the 4th of July.
Definitely did. You worked
there
double
was
time.
no 4th for me.
It was 4th, all right. It was fireworks in your bank account.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Shit.
Amen.
So I took the family out to a suburb up north, and they always have the to me, they have better fireworks than a lot of the places. And I didn't really want to deal with downtown, Navy Pier and stuff, which I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Who does like Navy Pier in downtown?
Clearly, a lot of people, since there was a stampede down there, and we'll get to that. But, I went, and 3 kids is a lot for fireworks. Because 2 of them wouldn't sit the fuck down. And then my daughter, she was cool with the fireworks. She kept on her ear protection for a little bit, and then she just took shit off and said, fuck it. But my son was freaking out once the fireworks hit. So we had to deal with that and just deal with all the other stuff. But it was cool. It was, I always liked the fireworks. I always like just the whole 4th festivities, like the my whole thing was just barbecuing, kicking it, drinking. That's my whole thing. It ain't really about the whole holiday.
That's the adult 4th of July. The eating and drinking. That's the adult 4th of July.
Yeah.
So people in Chicago barbecue, right?
All the time.
Of course.
Okay, because here's my perception. Please don't laugh.
I'm going to.
Y'all eat a lot of pizza, hot dogs. Y'all watch Chicago Cubs baseball. Y'all live and die by the Chicago Cubs and the Chicago Bears. All I know is the south side of Chicago because I got a homeboy from there. And y'all are famous for y'all deep dish pizza.
I mean, that's semi-accurate. I don't always eat pizza. I do eat hot dogs, though.
That's pretty damn accurate.
Yeah. I mean, you're a Cubs fan. I'm not.
I'm not a Cubs fan.
You motherfucker. You just do it to piss me off.
You seen me celebrate when the Cubs won.
You just wear a Cubs hat to piss me off. Of
course, I wear a Cubs hat. I wear every team fucking hat.
All right,
whatever I fucking like.
I am a diehard Sox fan. I am not going straight from that. I will be a Sox fan till my dying day. My son, my daughters will all be Sox fans. That's the end of that.
Y'all have what 2005, right? 2003 or something like that.
2005.
Okay.
You sound like the typical Cubs fan.
I remember. I'm sorry. What?
You sound like a Cubs fan that's a Sox fan right now.
I'm sorry. What?
I live and die by the Cubs. I live and die by the White Sox. My kid's gonna love the White Sox. Like,
I'll say this.
What if your son like the Eagles?
Then he'll come live with your black ass.
Exactly.
He'll come live with you and be a fly Eagles fly household.
You're damn right. Can't wait till.
But he's not going to be. That's why.
Because my son's on my wall down here.
My son is smarter than that. I will deface it every time.
You will not. You will embrace it as you walk into my basement.
Nope, will not.
I'm gonna make you touch the sign when you come down.
I'm not going to.
Fuck that.
I'm gonna piss on it every time. Leave me alone. Yes, Bears for me. I know Ray D's a Eagles fan. I don't understand that. Pizza, yeah. Deep dish, yeah. Hot dogs, I mean, yeah. But it's more to Chicago than all that. Like, you gotta come.
Yeah, also for y'all popcorn too, right?
Garrett's popcorn.
Garrett's popcorn is
the Chicago mix. Yeah, it's good, man. It's good stuff. But like I said, I mean, we have like right now, and especially in the summer, between April to about September, October, every weekend's a festival.
It's a shit ton of fest.
Somewhere, 1 or 2, 3, all going at the same time. I mean.
It's people making up their own festivals and everybody just going to
one blog just says, we're going to make a festival and just fucking make a festival. And they get a drove of people to come out and pay for it and kick it. You got the Pilsen Festival. You got
the Taste going on.
Taste Chicago's going on right now because they do it after the 4th because it used to be the 4th of July weekend.
Yep.
And then too many people was getting shot.
People fucked it up.
So they started making it like from Wednesday to Friday. So it's those 3 days, Wednesday to Friday, and they just cut the shit out. Friday at 9 o'clock, get the fuck out. Because people was just being reckless. But you got so much stuff here. And it's just, yeah, everyone else looks at us for pizza, hot dogs, and the Cubs. But I don't know, man. It's so much. It's a
lot to see and a lot to do in the summer.
You said what?
No, I said I do want to go to a Cubs game. Before I, die or however long God lets me be alive, I do want to go to a Cubs game because I heard it's nothing like any type of Yankees like stadium. I heard Chicago Cubs. That's the place where you have to go at least one time to like a Wrigley thing.
Yeah, the stadium is.
I think that's what I was going to ask. Is it more that you want to go see the stadium or you want to go see the Cubs actually play?
I think it's the stadium.
I want to see like the stadium,
but I think it's also might be the atmosphere because I'm not going to lie, it's a good atmosphere. It's a nice party atmosphere,
and they've built it up a lot since.
It looks nice over there
since those Epsteins have taken over. They've built it up a lot. Okay. Like they have a beer garden, I think he's still pissing in a trough, but yeah, it's dope. Wrigleyville is not. I have to say, Wrigleyville's nice. It's a good time because they all down Clark Street is a bunch of bars. So there's a bunch of bars all the way down Clark Street, and then it like Clark and Addison is right where the park is, and then there's a couple more bars for the north. But then they transformed all, like, it used to be like McDonald's over there and like just shitty parking. But now they fucking opened up all that, knocked down some houses, and then they put up, like I said, they put up a hotel over there. They put up a beer garden, and it was really cool. It was like, I mean, it's in the heart of the city. So you got, the city's just life surrounding around you. It's kind of cool. But I'll give them that.
I still don't get the vibe of a legit tailgate party
because you don't have a tailgate party.
Because you don't have a parking.
Right, you don't have parking. Now that's the thing. If you do go to a Cubs game, I would suggest you also, in that time you are here,
find a free shuttle.
Come to a Sox game.
No, I'm gonna hit y'all up.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna hit y'all up. Y'all are my tour guides.
I'll bet we got you then. Come to a Sox game because then we can tailgate. Show you how to tailgate, like really tailgate.
And Shay, don't be looking at his feed, Twitter, or all that stuff when he ain't with us, because we're gonna show him a good time.
I'm not saying that. That's Ray D saying that.
We're gonna show him a good time.
It's Ray D. Just want to put that out there.
It's the pod guy.
Oh man.
But no, yeah, like that's that you'll see the two different sides of it. But yeah, hell yeah, you come Phil, we got you. It's gonna be anybody, and we've said that to anybody that said they coming to Chicago. As long as we can get the time off from work, we got you. You just gotta let us know. You just gotta let us know in advance.
At least 2-3 months ahead of time.
Yeah, 63 days in advance. Let us know.
Yeah, you let us know Well, let's just say more like 65, so we can plan it because that's how our calendar is at work. We got to put in for days off. If you don't don't have a week of vacation during that week. So you have 63 days from that to put in for the day.
Okay,
if that makes any sense. It's fucking. It can be kind of. It's confusing.
I can dig it.
So as long as we can put in 63 days, we'll have it off, and we'll show you a good time. I have no problem with that. I don't. Okay. So yeah.
Now I know. We still on this. I know, semi baby talk, but every time every time someone have a baby and it's their first, they go out and get a tattoo.
Is your tattoo a baby tattoo?
Is your tattoo a baby tattoo? Because I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, I got my first. Well, not my first, but I got her a tattoo in the inside of my forearm. I got her date of birth as Roman, like numerals, and then inside the Roman numerals is like her name.
Nice.
So I'll post it today or tonight on like Twitter, and I'll tag y'all.
All right, cool.
But it's Roman numerals, and then inside the Roman numerals, it's her name.
That's what's up.
Well, at least you waited until the baby was born. I, on the other hand, I got my tattoo like as soon as we like declared a name and we was set on the name. Boom! I went and got my daughter's name across my chest, and some odd days later she was born. So I did it before she was born because I was just that geek and just excited.
I have yet to get it. So I have a tattoo set. So I have a few tattoos that I have for the kids. I have one for my son because the reason why he was in NICU and he didn't get out in the timely manner that I thought he was going to get out because he would go apneic. So he would his pulse would drop to 60 and he would just stop breathing for like 5-6 seconds and then we'll start breathing again. So I was going to get his hand and his footprint and then his the pulse rate on the monitor across my chest. And then for all the kids to kind of get them all, I was going to get all their birth flowers on my I'm going to go get all the birth flowers.
Yeah, I remember that.
On my forearm. Yeah, to do like a nice little floral arrangement around my forearm. I want to do that.
I like that.
Yeah. I know you people out there you heard it from me. Don't be trying to steal my goddamn idea. It's a good one, I know. So I got to go get it before motherfuckers start.
You're going to have a tattoo on your forearm like the ladies be having on their legs and shit with all the flowers and all that shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's for my kids, so fuck off.
Hey, it's for their kids too. That's a new tramp stamp. Flowers on the legs.
Yeah, whatever.
No, you were saying before I cut you off, P?
Yeah, you were talking about your tattoo.
No, I was just saying, like, I have 2 more sessions left. So
That's
I got the like her date of birth. Now I'm gonna get a crown and then some roses attached to go over like the crown and everything.
Damn, that sounds like it's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
So inside the tattoo shop, I saw you posted a conversation piece that was happening, and we haven't talked about it. I mean, we last episode we were talking about women be their whole self because we do it. So why can't they?
Yeah.
But I want to know more about this body count shit because we haven't really talked about body count. And I did see you mention something about it, so I want to know more about this conversation.
Let me ask you how this. I mean, because in the tattoo shop, I'm 33. My brother, he was with me. He's 25. The young lady that all the men were kind of drooling over, she was 24. So I said like probably like the average age was probably about 27.
Okay.
So I said, as a man talking to a woman, the question was brought up for a woman. What is her body count cutoff for you not wanting to talk to her, or she's acceptable to like talk to? And I said 10. Now, of course, you can have more than like 10 women, but I think for a man, you don't want to have a woman that's been gone through 20 women, right? Or is that cool for y'all?
I don't care.
Damn.
No, legit. Okay. So me personally, I have experienced and been around women who have higher body counts than I guess 10. Then we'll stick with 10. They're higher than 10.
Okay.
And I've had women who body counts were half of 10. You know what I'm saying, or even less.
Yeah.
But it don't matter to me.
But I think it all depends on what you're trying to do with that person. Like
that too, yeah.
Where you going with this person? Are we growing together? Are we like in this for the long haul? Or we just FWB in it.
It has to be her mindset too, because you know what I'm saying. If she got a high body count, but she like, yo, I done did some shit. I'm trying to settle down, and I'm on the same tip. I don't like. Again, I really wouldn't care if she slept with 50, 60 dudes. Whatever.
Whoa.
Are you clean? It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter to me personally.
Or are you clean? The question is now: are you clean? Are you clean now?
Or is Chicago big?
Chicago huge.
Big as shit, but it's small. If that makes sense.
So like Houston is big, but Houston is small in terms of like, you can have sex with a chick on like the north side of Houston, but then a year or two later you meet somebody new and they know that same chick. So
Yes.
is it big
Yes.
in like the black community?
Yes.
Or is it small?
That's exactly what Chicago's like. Because you could run through.
Okay.
You can meet up with somebody, and I wouldn't even say a year later, maybe 2-3 months later, you'll run into somebody. Yeah, it's showing they showing pictures of you, or showing pictures to you, and you're like, damn, I didn't have sex with her. I fucked her. God damn. Oh.
See
And they her friends. And you're like, God damn, how you know them? Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, if you that's true. Chicago is big, but Chicago
small
is
as
also
fuck,
small.
bro.
But you got to think about all these surrounding suburbs that align Chicago. That's where you just can't stay in Chicago and do all your dirt or whatever in Chicago. You got to move around. You got to be willing to travel. Like everybody say, I'm not gonna pay for no ass, but you'll put some gas in your car to go get some ass.
Now, where do you travel?
Right.
To Milwaukee or what?
Hell no.
No.
I'm not driving 2.5 hours for no fucking female. I'm just not.
My limit.
I'm not, bro. I'm like, nope.
If I was to be doing it, I would say 45 minutes to max.
The longest I've traveled for a female was an hour and 15 minutes.
That's long, brother.
No fucking
I get a
shit,
pension.
bro.
You gotta fucking hype that visit up like a motherfucker to drive 5 and 15
no
minutes.
bullshit. My first adult fucking girlfriend, I was 18, she was 21. She lived in Moments, fucking Illinois. And I was coming from fucking south side of Chicago. It was a long Moments is south of fucking Kankakee. Now P, you may not know exactly how the distance of all that. It's far as fuck.
You can survive out there because you're light, brother.
Oh, fuck you, bro.
Moments, no.
Yeah, bro. Moments is like fucking that big, and everybody know each other. It's predominantly you made it. It may have like of course I found the one fucking black shit to live down there.
Wow.
But yeah, fuck that.
But there would be moments,
and we dated for a good fucking 2.5 years.
There would be moments my black ass think like, no, I'm not going to no Moments, Illinois. Fuck that.
Yeah, nah, I've done that. I've driven to Elgin, was about a good 45 minutes. Yeah, Naperville, but I lived over, which is another good hour. Yeah, I've done the trek. I'm not doing no Milwaukee though.
I think the furthest south I would go is Springfield, Champaign. That's the furthest south I'm going.
Springfield.
How far is
2.5 hours?
No. Wait, yeah.
So you might as well take your ass to Milwaukee.
No.
Yeah, I mean, like the furthest I've gone for some booty is about 3.5, 4 hours.
Woo! Shit.
Yeah, and she lives in Dallas. Yeah.
I'm glad you said it because I was going to talk some shit, but yeah, it was worth it.
I mean, well, let me think. Hold on one second. Okay, I take that back. In my early college days, I drove from South Burbs to Purdue.
Ooh, dude.
So that's West Lafayette. That's a good two and a half. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See, but 2.5 hours is not that bad, though.
Man, if you driving through the cornfields at 65, yeah, it's bad.
He's in the cornfields.
It's bad, bro.
I can deal with the cornfields on the highway, but like once you get off the highway,
man,
you going through them dark back roads. Nah, I'm good.
I've never gone further than like Wisconsin, Indiana, South.
Now
like,
driving and flying
Illinois.
are two different things.
Yeah,
I never flew to no ass.
I've never flown to no ass, and I've never flown no ass out either.
Really?
Hell no.
No, I haven't either.
So y'all have never flown for some booty before, like never.
Bro, there's
Nope.
plenty of ass inside Chicago. There was no need for me to fly no bitch out here.
No, like if it's a girl that you've been talking to.
All right, I'll admit it. Yes, there was one I planned to fly out to.
Okay.
That was one I
Be
planned.
honest, bro. We don't dance.
There was one.
Keep it honest.
There was one I planned to fly out to, but it didn't happen. And she actually was in Texas.
Ah.
Like Texas. Like not like Texas, like middle of fucking nowhere, Texas.
Like Old
Okay,
Town
let me
Road.
ask y'all this then. So for like the married men then, any of the women that y'all have had relationships with, are y'all still in contact with them? As far as just friends, cool, kick it?
Kick it? Hell no.
I would say, no, definitely not kick it. But I would say at first there would be some contact. But then again, that contact start diminishing like slowly to where it's like non-existent anymore.
Listen, my wife's 100% Puerto Rican. All right. I'm going to say that. Kicking it, contact. Yeah, she'd fuck me up. Fuck me and her up. So, I don't really, there's one chick I used to date. She's now, we knew each other for a long time. I trained her as a medic at some point.
Oh, okay, clear it up.
Yeah, like legit, like she was cool outside the fact that we was whatever. Like we would have been like because I was actually gonna leave where I'm at now and go to another job. We would have been inside the same academy. You know what I'm saying? Like she's cool. If I see her, I say what's up. But it ain't still. I really don't. Nah, ain't nobody really. Nah.
Okay.
I keep that distance. Because a lot of them actually they want to keep it too because they ain't trying to be no home wrecker or be looked at as like, at least the ones I done messed around with, and the ones that I've talked to as far as like the ones I was dating, a lot of them got married already.
That's the thing. Some of them don't want.
And I've talked to people about this, and not even me and Shay, we're very open, but it's always good not to be too open. But I have noticed. Me telling women that I meet, hey, I have a girl, or hey, I have a baby on the way. some of that turns them on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
really?
no, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's true. And they're like, okay, for the simple fact that you're being honest with me, I can still proceed. I'm like, no. We can't proceed. You know, but I'm like, no. We can't proceed. But, you know, it just kind of baffles me that if you're honest, they'll throw it at you even more.
Yeah. Because I think from a woman's thought process of it is, and this is my thought from looking at this whole dating scene, because I couldn't imagine dating now. And I've only been married for a year and a half now. All right, I ain't married long. Rady been married a lot longer than me. I've been with my woman for a minute, but I cannot see myself going back to the dating scene because, I could be like there's been times I've been grocery store, just whatever, and I got my ring on, and just bump into somebody, or they'll smell like when I'm wearing whatever like that, and conversation may kick up. Oh yeah, how does that taste? I've gotten that before, but oh yeah, it's good or whatever like that. Like, you're married? And I look at it out of my hand like I have a dead giveaway on my fucking finger. But yeah, I guess I'll tell you, yes, I am. Oh, so like, how is it? The fuck you mean? How is it? Like, it's cool. I mean,
Do you have room for one more?
Are you happy? Bitch, yes, I am. Get the fuck away from me. But you could tell women are. I think it's a thought of like you're tied down. You're not going anywhere. You're like a safe bet because if they want to go off and do whatever the fuck they want to do, but then they have somebody that's attractive that they know they can get something from every once in a while. It's easier that way because they can focus on their career, they can focus on other shit, get the dick when they want it, and keep moving.
Exactly.
Because at some point, I mean, a lot of guys go through it, and guys do act on it when they go through
guys,
it.
Man, it's hella hard for guys.
Yeah.
And I can be open with this. It's all about commitment, but being that she was pregnant and we live in two different cities. So, when you have women out here still don't give a damn, you really have to put on like your poker face. Like, yo, I have a woman. Like, I'm good, love. Like, I'm good. And it's hard sometimes,
Oh, man. I look at it every day as a struggle.
I think it's definitely harder for us than it is for the women.
Oh, yeah.
Because the women can turn this motherfucker down.
Yeah, they can.
Drop of a dime.
Women get approached every day. Like, women don't have to really do too much. That they can wear sweats and a tank top and go to Walmart and a guy's going to, try to get at her.
Right.
I'll say this. I've noticed I've been hit on more since I've been married.
See,
the conversations have kicked up more than I've been married.
Everybody all friendly now.
Which is funny because, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's moments like I will wear my ring, I won't because of work. Like, just certain shit that we deal with at work. Like, I just, it ain't worth it. So, sometimes I have it on, sometimes I don't. But if I'm not at work, if I'm not doing no kind of work, any kind of work, I'm wearing my ring. And there's been times I've been out and they see it, and that's like, oh, I'm gonna go scoot over to this guy.
It's a green light for them.
It's like a green light to them. And you're like, yo, like I'm married, I'm cool, like I'm good, thanks. Like, thank you. I thank you, I appreciate it, but I'm cool.
But they think like, well, he don't want no more from me than what he getting from his wife.
Yeah,
so
yeah. He just want this box and keep it moving. And it's like, nah, you
this box that I want to give him.
You gonna fuck up my home life.
Exactly.
You gonna fuck up my shit. And then when all if you do go ahead go through it, especially if it's somebody that's 100% single, then they fuck up your home life, and then you like, well, you got a place to stay? And shit, like, nah, I'm cool.
And you give them some good shit, then that's when they fuck up your home life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't. It's fucked up. Society's fucked up.
It is.
So, now you follow sports. Am I correct?
Yeah. I think I'm a nice, barbershop debater. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So we have a little something. First things first, I want to say, me personally, congratulate the women's U.S. soccer team for winning the World Cup. That to me is, that's dope. That's dope as fuck. That's historic. They pulled something off. They beat the Netherlands.
I mean, they had to win, especially blowing the first team out by 13
They
or nothing.
they beat their ass, and we talked about it too.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, and I watched the game. I did watch the championship game. It was good. I mean, shit, fucking, and I really hope that FIFA gets up off their ass and start paying these women how they should pay them, and not just trying to. You know what I'm saying? Like, to hear that now in 2019, that motherfuckers trying not to pay women shit because they're women. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is that we shouldn't be having this fucking conversation. But so that's my first thing. But what I really wanted to ask you about, what you think about this Kawhi Leonard going to the Clippers?
Ooh.
It's good for the league, man. To be honest, I really didn't want him to go to like the Lakers. He could have went anywhere, but I'm just happy that there's teams now. And let me just say this before I probably get cussed out by y'all. I was rooting when Klay Thompson got hurt, and I was also rooting when Kevin Durant got hurt. I'm not a fan of Golden State Warriors. They are the only super team. So me now seeing teams like the Clippers, the like Lakers, even Portland now, it gives everybody on the West, I would say, a equal playing field. So like the Western Conference, maybe 2 years ago, that was the NBA Finals, especially when the Rockets went against like Golden State Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
But for like the Clippers, it's good. Now we get to see, almost every game that's coming on TNT. I get to hear, Shaq and Chuck going at it, and we get to see more teams that we probably wouldn't watch. Oh, like now we get to watch them now.
Yeah.
So we have the Rockets. Yeah, so we have the Rockets, the Clippers, the Lakers, San Antonio. Even now, like, Miami. Like, these are teams that we want to watch now because the players, they own the NBA. It's not like the NFL.
Now, you say Miami. I really don't think Miami's going to do shit.
Supposedly Miami may be getting Russell Westbrook. Supposedly.
All right, so check this shit out. I actually had this conversation yesterday at work. Me, Point, and Burke were talking about this yesterday. So, okay, that sounds good, right? You got Westbrook and you got Jimmy Butler. Sounds good on paper. Or it looks good on paper. Okay. But that locker room is not going to work. It's going to be one or the other. Because Jimmy and his personality and Westbrook and his personality, it ain't going to work, bro. I can't. They're two strong personalities.
Well, that's the thing. You can't bring both of them to a team and be like, you're the face of the team and you're the face of the team. It's either or.
One or other. You can't make them both the face, especially with their mentality, their mindset.
Well, Jimmy Butler probably had to take a backseat there because Jimmy Butler was never a superstar to begin with.
That's the
never.
thing.
But he's always had that superstar mentality and just swagger about him.
Like his development.
Because when he came in the league, you had Derrick Rose, correct?
Right. I get where you're coming from. I understand what you're saying. But I'm saying as far as him on the team, his mental is superstar. Whether he's been put in that superstar role or not, his mental and the fact that he was making the shots he was making the plays he was making in Chicago, then went to Philly and was doing what he was doing in Philly for them. His mental is going to stay superstar because he's doing the clutch.
Butler.
Huh?
Jimmy Butler, until he recognizes that he is a Scottie Pippen, he will never win a championship.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Because you think about it, all the teams that he's been on already had an established superstar on the team.
Yeah.
So you can't bring him in with his mentality thinking, oh, I'm a superstar too.
All that bullshit.
It's either him or me. No. That's the thing. You got to take, man, some of the best players, some of the fucking Hall of Famers has taken that, like he said, Scottie Pippen approach to the game. And let the superstar do his thing. And I'm your dirty man.
I'll say this. If they do it, which I don't know if they actually do take Westbrook because they agreed to a 4-year, $142 million contract with Miami with Jimmy.
I think Westbrook going to stay put.
Westbrook going to stay where he at, unless he go to the Bulls, which that would be fucking retarded. But the Bulls are dumb enough to make that goddamn move because they're dumb. Like the Bulls are guard packs
and then trade him. Oh, we don't like his attitude.
Right. Now exactly what it'll be. They'll know his just like when Nate Robinson, not Nate Robinson. With the
he said Robinson.
No, not Nate Robinson.
They had J.R. Smith one time. J.R. Smith not a superstar, but he is
Rondo.
He's a clutch player.
We picked up Rondo. Everybody was like, "Oh shit, is this and this and this." We got him. We made it to the first round of the playoffs, whatever like that. And then they let his ass go, and they're like, well, because he was, his attitude inside the locker room. Motherfucker, you knew how his attitude was going to be in the locker room from past fucking situations. This ain't nothing fucking new. So, but the Bulls make dumb shit. They do dumb shit like that. So I could see that one. But I don't see Jimmy taking that backseat with the money they're giving him. Now, if he does take the backseat with the money they're giving him, I still don't see Miami going out to pay the contract
4 years
for Westbrook. Huh?
4 years, $171 million.
For who?
That's what Westbrook's contract is.
Right. So you paying $171 for one motherfucker, $142 for the other? Nah, you ain't going. The Miami ain't going.
Bulls never do anything. You can't take a classy approach to the NBA now. You just can't. Oh, no headbands, no sleeves, this and that. Like, come on, man. Y'all,
well, listen,
you tripping.
The one thing I was saying this yesterday, one thing that pisses me off about the Bulls is that they told us 3 years ago, we're going to rebuild, right? Mm-hmm. In the last 3 years, I've seen not a fucking single ounce of rebuild.
No, because they want to. That's the thing. They're rebuilding with young, maybe with 1 or 2 veterans to help teach these young guys the game.
But it's been a shitty rebuild.
I see the rebuild because they're young.
Okay,
the Bulls had other than Denver Nuggets, the Bulls had the youngest lineup.
Okay. If that's the approach you're going, sure. I guess that's
what a rebuild is.
No.
Okay.
No.
A rebuild is definitely not bringing veteran players.
I'm not saying that, but look at the Sox, bro. The Sox, I mean, they're young, but they're not fucking terrible. They actually rebuilt, bro. They actually have rebuilt. They're not going like.
It's been 14 years, say, since the Sox won.
Okay.
They have been rebuilding.
No.
They have been losing since.
Time out.
Still losing this year, but.
Okay.
But it's a lot better
Pump
than.
your brakes. 2 years ago was 3 years ago. Same time the Bulls talk about a rebuild. The Sox initially kicked the shit off first. Give us 5 years, we'll rebuild in 5 years. It was 2 years ago. So last year, fucking they were terrible, hands down. This year, they're not great, but they're hovering right around 500. If if Minnesota or Cleveland have shitty fucking, if they have like a 5 game stretch of being shitty around August, September, and the Sox do well, then the Sox can actually make it to the playoffs at the divisional. Take the division. I personally think the Sox are actually going to be a wild card, and they actually do pretty good. But they're ahead of pace for their rebuild. The Bulls ain't doing shit.
The Bulls haven't been good since Derrick Rose left.
They're not doing any kind of rebuild, bro. I can't. I don't see it. Maybe with Zach LaVine, maybe when you got Wendell Carter. Yeah,
but you got to understand though. I mean, basketball is about politics, and you also have to understand people are now looking for like the future. So we have to take a look at who's coming outside of high school. Scottie Pippen Jr.'s son, he's okay. Believe it or not, who's old boy like the power forward? He played with Jason Kidd for like the Nets, like Kenyon Martin.
Yeah,
his son is actually nice. Although Melo, he's coming out too. So the Bulls are probably trying to do what they're doing on purpose to get that draft stock, depending on if these kids are going to be promising to be great.
And then you got LeBron's son coming too. So
exactly. So I don't mind being trash. Prime example: the Houston Astros. They would tank almost 7 years purposely.
They were terrible after fucking yeah.
Yeah. Like the Astros would tank. Like tickets to go to the games were like $10. So I didn't mind. I mean, I like love the Astros, but I'm not a big fan. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm not gonna knock me paying $20 tickets and get damn near like front row seats. So I don't mind them tanking if they know what they're doing.
Exactly.
So tank purposely. I don't mind you taking purposely. Prime example was the 76ers. They stunk for years. Now look at them.
They stunk after fucking Iverson left.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was a long time.
They had a long stretch.
I would take now, of course, like the Bulls haven't been a Bull since Jordan left, but the closest thing that they ever got to was when you had Kirk Heinrich, Y'all tried to get Jay Williams, but of course he got to that, the little car wreck or whatnot.
Yeah, he fucking fucked himself with a motorcycle.
Exactly. So I mean, the Derrick Rose era was the closest thing that y'all ever had. Of course, like LeBron, he got in the way as far as all teams out the East. It just has to take its, course. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, Milwaukee's gonna come out of the East though.
Never that. Never that. But you know what I'm saying? No, never that.
That's how you feel.
Who got Toronto again?
No. I'm gonna say Philly.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be between. I'll say it's gonna be between Philly and Milwaukee.
See, that's the thing. They didn't give Giannis no help though.
Motherfuckers gonna talk about. I heard someone was talking about Brooklyn, but KD ain't healthy, and Kyrie's just Kyrie. So.
Oh yeah, I think Kyrie hurt his name when he was in Boston. Boston should have been the place where you should have won that. You had all the pieces.
Oh, you definitely had.
Yeah,
you definitely had it in Boston. When Kyrie went there, and I seen that Haywood was gonna be healthy, or that's his name. What? I was like, oh, this Boston's definitely taking the East, but they was winning, but they stunk. I'm like, how you winning? But you look terrible at the same time.
and then they played better without him. So it just kind of goes to show, can you really win with Kyrie Irving? And Kyrie, he probably needs a dominant superstar that can take the lead because he can't lead a team.
No, not at all.
So I think Brooklyn looks better on paper.
Yeah, they do.
But I think in reality, they're not that good. And then KD, I have an Achilles injury. You know what I'm saying? And I'm limping still. When KD comes back, we're almost like, he'll be 32. That's probably going to take a toll. Now, of course, he's a superstar and they get paid, and they'll probably have somebody to reconstruct his leg.
He'll still be fucked up.
Yeah, I know somebody was like, a lot of people had injuries like that and they never came back from it. But you got to look at KD. He's like a finesse player. He's a shooter.
He'll adapt. He'll of course adapt to whatever ailment he has. I'll give him that.
He's not a Kobe, or just say if Dwayne Wade had this Achilles injury, he would have been done. Dwayne Wade would have never been the same after his Achilles injury. The way Dwayne Wade played, nah.
Yeah, that's true.
Luckily, he only had shoulder injuries.
NFL wise, are you a Cowboys fan? Are you a Texans fan?
Fuck the Cowgirls.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck the girls. Fuck them. I am, of course, an Ohio State Buckeyes fan. So Ezekiel Elliott, you know what I'm saying? I have to ride with him. But I'm a Texans fan, and I don't like what the Jets are doing, but I'm a Jets fan as well, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
that's the first Jets fan I met.
I don't think the Jets know what the fuck they're doing.
They don't.
Oh, yeah, they just all over the place.
Bill, but that doesn't prove anything. We still don't have a quarterback. We don't have a big-time wide receiver. It is what it is. But, shout-outs to the Chicago Bears. Y'all made it to the first round. Got y'all asses tossed.
Whoa.
Hey.
I've given this
I've never said a quarterback. Never.
I've given this analysis before about the Bears, and I will say it until I cannot say it again. The Bears lost because they overpaid a shitty kicker. The Bears, if they had a kicker that was more reliable, it had to be Robbie Gould.
You can thank the Eagles for giving you that kicker.
Yeah, thanks. And the Browns. Parkey was not reliable all season. I looked back at it, the Bears were 11-5, right? 11-6, what was it?
I think 11-5.
11-5, okay. Out of the 5 games they lost, 3 of them were decided by a field goal. Okay? If Parkey had made 1 or 2 field goals, if Parkey, or maybe even an extra point, like the Miami game for sure, Parkey fucking lost. If Parkey had made any of those, if he had made it, if he was more reliable and did his part, the Bears would have won 3 out of the 5 games, which would have put them at what, 14-2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, 14-2. Which means they would have never seen the Eagles.
'Cause you don't want to see the Eagles.
Which means they wouldn't have to deal with the fucking Eagles. Which meant that they would already had the first round bye. Which means you would have the Saints and the Eagles, correct? Who had to bye? Rams? No.
The Rams had to bye.
Yeah. So they would have had a better record than the Rams. And the Bears probably got smoked in the second round or in the championship. But I don't really think that was a good game between the Eagles. But really, the Bears shouldn't have been playing that game, personally.
The Bears should have won that game. Point blank period.
Yeah, they should have. But, again, going back to the fucking unreliable Parkey, we didn't. So now they've gotten rid of him. They are doing some other dumb shit as far as for kicker. I'm going to put my faith in Nagy because Nagy's he's a really good head coach. And our GM is good too. So I'll give them that. I'm going to give them a little more faith because last year they turned that team the fuck around. Okay, Mitch Trubisky is not a household name you would think that you'd be saying, but he's a good quarterback. And then you have,
he is.
Yeah.
If he work on his accuracy this off season, this summer, this camp, and all that, he'll be a better quarterback. But if he doesn't, if he come looking the first game like he did last season, they're gonna have a subpar.
Last season was his really first true season as a starter, bro.
I think we should do a podcast fantasy league, yeah.
Okay. We did one last year and it was okay. So I'm okay doing another one with y'all.
Yeah. Consecutively 2 years in a row. So I've been doing it for what I think over 14 or 12 years. I've won a total of 4 times. Nice.
I've come close to winning, just missed it by a couple points.
This last year, this was my first time doing it. I did shitty.
But no, I'm all for that. I love fantasy football. I love the whole setup and everything like that.
It's time consuming, and it takes away your time away from people. Like, don't fucking talk to me.
Right.
I'm doing my lineup right now.
Right. Leave me the fuck alone. Now, one thing we do every week is we have a smoothie of the week. Ooh. Now we have someone that we've picked or a company that we picked. Is there something I would say as far as for you for the week that you've had, and that's done something smoothie? Now, just a fucking stupid ass goofy, something that's been done in your life that you've been in this week that you can name, that you can think of. Do you have a nomination for that? If not, then we can go straight into who we got to find a nomination for.
Do I have one? I'm gonna come back to me. Go ahead.
Right. Okay. So this past week, this Italian airline, Alitalia, I guess, put out a they put out a promo video. Okay, which ain't bad. It's bad though when you do a blackface of Obama. That's when it's bad. That's So they put it out there and then they realize, oh man, I probably shouldn't have done that. So it's an Italian airline, and the ad was one of 4 Italian language videos made to promote the airline's recently announced nonstop flights from Rome to Washington. And the video featured character of Mr. or President Obama, and it quickly kicked everything off. Where people was like, "What the fuck?" People left a lot of comments talking about outrageous, noted that it was blackface and universally considered a racist practice. But to me, they're gonna get the fucking Smoothie Award because that was just fucking retarded. But they have a slight curve to it, because if you've been anywhere outside the country, no one gives a fuck about blackface.
They definitely don't.
No one really gives a fuck about black people in Europe, for the most part.
But there's a ton of black people. But
I know, because Gucci did the whole fucking the turtleneck black with the big lips and shit. I mean, they have different products out there that are being sold in Europe and in other internationally, just not to U.S. because obviously we have a big race issue in our problem. But black people ain't. I mean, nobody really gives a fuck about black people outside.
See, question. Now, this ad, make them smooth feel whatever. Had they done a blackface of a make-believe black person, would this be as brought up as it is now? Would they be apologized? Because you think about it, what was the movie Tropic Thunder? They did blackface.
So
But was that a
right.
make believe character that they did?
And I
though?
feel as though that a part of my blackness has died because I love that fucking movie. And Robert Downey Jr. is probably one of my favorite characters in the fucking movie itself.
He played a good role.
Right,
He did a good
role.
job.
But that's technically blackface. So
Yeah, it really
yeah, it fucking sucks because I don't want to admit it. Because that to me,
was.
Tropic Thunder is is probably one of the most underrated movies.
But I think they did it at a good time and where blackface and all that wasn't as focused on as it is now.
I think they got a pass because it was Robert Downey. If Jack Black tried it, it'd have been different. You said what?
No, I'm agreeing.
Oh yeah. So for us, and our Smoothie Award for the week goes to this Italian airline for not just picking some random fucking light skinned black person. I know there's a bunch of them inside fucking Italy. Just pick one. Fuck it. Go to Sicily down there and down south with all the fucking tan Italians. Make them be fucking dressed up as President Obama. I don't understand why you have to go out of your way to paint someone's face black when you can find you a black person and have them do it.
They thought they were doing a good deed, but they couldn't get Obama himself. So hey, let's just get somebody to represent, United States' first black president.
I mean, it kind of looks like him, but still, it's still fucking wrong.
It did look like him. I'm like,
Yeah.
hold on, where do you see the blackface at? But you pointed it out. I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
You can see the features to make it seem like he was a black person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely smoothie.
Yeah,
Man.
you did Smoothie. That's Smoothie.
You tried it.
Because Neek wasn't inside the fucking episode of last week's fucking Black Ink Crew, so I couldn't talk about his ass in two weeks in a row.
But you can see the transformation with him in TV though. So
Man, fuck him. I stand on that. I don't know if you watch Black Ink Crew Chicago, but fuck that motherfucker, bro.
ooh, excuse me.
You all right over there?
Yeah, man.
So are you good to go with your smoothie, or are you in agreement with us on our award for the week?
Oh, I'm going to agree, man. But you know what I'm saying? It's. I was damn near educated tonight on. I didn't know that they didn't really care about blackface overseas like that.
No, like
Because they don't see racism or and all that. Like,
no, it's
the
not so
United
much
States
that.
view it.
It's just so much that they view black people as lesser people, and ain't nobody really doing shit about it. Like they yeah. If you go of course, going overseas is very weird because they don't like Americans to begin with because they feel like all Americans are fucking snobby. But when it comes to like certain things that we've dealt with as far as African Americans inside of America, they don't. I think they have like that disconnect because they don't really have that problem, or they don't feel like they have that problem. They don't feel like they really had that big slave issue, although some of them participated in the whole slave trade because slaves were all over this. You know what I'm saying? This world. But it's just the mindset's different overseas, primarily Europe. The mindset is different. I mean, you have something in Sweden where they do. Is it Sweden or is it? It's something that they do every year. That it's a parade. A bunch of people paint their faces black.
Gosh.
As characters. So like we'll get outraged as being African Americans in America. Like, oh, that's terrible. Why would you do that? But that is their culture.
But it's crazy though, because when you go there, it's a whole complete different story. But when they come over here, oh, we love black people and all that.
And again,
Save it.
honestly thinking just somebody from Europe, that's their culture that's been brought up, and they come over here and they see how Americans are towards black people, they may be like, damn, that's really fucked up.
Not knowing,
That they do the same fucked up shit
exactly.
at home. Yeah, you got. That's one thing I tell people, bro. If you can travel outside this country, or and travel around the world, you will learn a lot. Because I mean, you can go, like for example, if me, you, and Ray D decide to take our black ass to China and Japan, and we were single, we thought we was gonna do some shit. Unless you were in the military and around some bitches around the military base, you ain't catching no play. They don't fuck with black folks.
I heard they got some good grass over there, so I heard they got some real good grass over there. So yeah, most definitely, I'm down for the culture.
Definitely grazing season.
Well, shit. Well, I will say this: Sir, it's been a pleasure to have you on our show.
It's definitely been a pleasure, man.
I'm honored to have you on the show. Because how long you been doing podcasting?
I've been doing podcasting for almost 3 years now, man. It's been a hard road. The first year and a half, I ended Social Complex. My ex at the time told me to, reboot it, and I found Marcus, and I'm just going to praise God. Everything's been going up so far, and it's been a blessing, man.
That's what's up. Because we do, we view you as as one of you're doing really good in the game.
Thank you,
man.
I'll tell everybody this, man. Don't look at the numbers. Don't look at everything. Just have fun, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I hate when I see people say, I'm about to take podcasting for a break, and I ask them why, and they always say, because I'm not getting the results. Nobody, unless you're Joe Budden or you're Charlemagne the God or like the Breakfast Club, you're not going to stop comparing yourself to them. Right. You are who you are, and it's going to take time. You have to crawl before you walk.
You got to be realistic with yourself.
Right.
Exactly.
And that was the thing.
And that's fun, yo.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I know for us, we come, we do this and we love it. We enjoy it. It's having fun. It's another day we can kick it and just talk our shit.
It's another drinking day.
Because for us, we talk shit every day. And I mean, I know a lot of people that follow us know that we ride each other 5-6 days a week. So for 5 days out the week, this is all we do that we do on the podcast. You just don't fucking hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Talk shit to each other, other people. Man, it's just ridiculous.
So that's why when we
it's good.
You know what?
It's like good therapy for you as well.
Yeah. So for us, it was like it made sense to kick it off and do how we do it, because it's like we do this shit anyway. So I just want to say thank you on behalf of us, on behalf of myself and the podcast, because spending time where you could be spending there looking at your baby, cool.
He probably looking at the baby now.
Right.
He probably looking at the baby this whole time you've been recording.
You goddamn right.
Like, Shay, you ain't taking that baby no goddamn well. You gonna leave her right here. I can look at her while I record.
Yeah. So enjoy being a new father. Enjoy the fatherhood.
Congratulations.
If you have any questions, and maybe Shay is on her angry tip. If you have any dad questions, anything to talk about, anytime you just want to just kind of let something out as far as when it pertains to anything or just fatherhood, you can always hit us up anytime, because we'll gladly answer.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me. I most definitely had some fun. I've been writing down the key marks so I can go back and listen to the episode, so I can post for y'all. It was entertaining.
All right, before you get up out of here, let everybody know where they can find you, where they can see you, and anything you got coming up next, so they can know.
Man, I've been bad at this. I'm always bad at this. Okay, so once again, man, my name is Peabody, a.k.a. Social_P. You can find me and my co-host, of course, Marcus, on Social Complex. You can also find us. We're mostly active on Twitter, of course, which is Social_Complex_. Or you can find me on any Social_P. But our biggest outlet would be our Facebook group, Social Complex Podcast Group, where we've gotten couples in trouble for sneaking around. Also, you can find us on our IG as well at Social_Complex_. It's been a great pleasure. Please follow these two guys. They're hilarious. They're funny, and I just fucking love Black Podcast, man. Yeah. I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's not like none other.
Man, it's nothing like it.
Hell no. We dope. We dope as fuck. All right, man. Go ahead and enjoy the rest of your night with your family. Tell Shay to be nice and not be so rude all the time.
Say hi, bye.
All right. Hi, bye.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you for letting us have them for the hour and a half we had them.
All right, guys.
All right, man. Salute.
Salute.
Running through my town, windows down, bumping Tupac. Every time they see me in the streets, they salute. They know what I'm doing for my people, I'm the truth. All the way from the streets up to the rooftop. Catch me in my town, windows down, bumping Tupac. I say metal on me, I got no war. From the ground up, I build my rapport. for my people, I'm the truth. All the way from the streets up to the rooftop. Running through my town, windows down, bumping Tupac. Every time they see me in the streets, they salute. They know what I'm doing for my people, I'm the truth. All the way from the streets up to the rooftop. It's me in my town, windows down, bumping Tupac. It's like a mix of Orisha's and the Lord. Gotta represent when I go out. It's like I'm staring through the world in my rear view. Nigga, you can scream to God, but he can't hear you. I can feel your heart beating, this ain't hard even. Holla at me when the cards even. This ain't all season, but we still there. Ballin', put it together, we all in. The bar landing on my garments, spy. Every time they see me in the streets, they salute. They know what I'm doing for my people, I'm the truth. All the way from the streets up to the rooftop. Running through my town, windows down, bumping Tupac. Every time they see me in the streets, they salute. They know what I'm doing for my people, I'm the truth. All the way from the streets up to the rooftop. It's me in my town, windows down, bumping Tupac.
I have to be a reminder that we can't chill out. No, it ain't time to cool out and banquets and all that. It's still on. It's on just like it was on when you was young. And you want to say fuck that just like you said fuck that back then. So how come now that I'm 20 years old ready to start some shit up, everybody telling me to calm down? You know, don't curse, go to school, go to college. Well, fuck that. You know, we had colleges for a while now. You know what I'm saying? And it's still bringers out there, and niggas is still trapped. Because if we keep running around looking for black, and who got the most colors on, and who got the baddest dashiki on, we still gonna get, excuse my language, fucked.